Yes. I am super excited to be with you on Goddess Radio. I am your resident host, the Goddess Builder, affectionately known as Kenya Pope of KenyaPope.com. So I normally give these mindset moments for rising gods, rising goddesses, Monday through Fridays. And so you want to know if this is for you. I'll let you know. This is for you if you are a self-directed leader, if you are intent on making a difference while you make earth-shattering moves in your bank account, if you're intent on creating balance and lifting the floor for what you feel you're worth in the marketplace, for breaking through internal and external glass ceilings so that you can have a life by design by doing what you're gifted doing. This conversation is for you. All of our mindset moments from Goddess Radio are for you. Tell a friend, tag a friend, retweet, repost, react. Let them know that you're listening to the Goddess Mindset Moment, and connect with us on www.kenyapope.com. So today's message really is coming from the perspective that respect creates space. That's today's message for our entrepreneurs, our soul-based entrepreneurs. Why am I able to talk to you about this? I am Kenya Pope. I am what people call affectionately a serial entrepreneur. And I have spent my entire, about 15 years actually, in a quote unquote, in a personalized PhD program to be able to take all of my experience, all of my training, and spoon feed it to you so that you don't have to go through the same hiccups in your business in learning how to move from struggle to profitability, how to move from hustle to ease, and how to create abundance in every single corner of your life. So today's mindset moment is really talking about how it's a mindset moment, right? It's really in the quadrant of relationships, especially the relationship with yourself, your perspective, and then it extends to the relationship with others. And everything affects your bottom line. Let me just tell you. When you're a self-directed leader, your whole energy directs your bottom line. If your heart is not in it, you can't make money. If you're upset and frustrated, you're not in the flow. If you're harboring resentment, anger, fear, worry, money is going to move itself from you, because money moves where there's appreciation. And appreciation and resentment don't live in the same house. So one of them's got to get evicted. So today's message for you is really about understanding your power in the workplace, understanding your power in the marketplace. And I know that there are some rising gods on the line who really respect and appreciate the divine feminine. So when I talk about the divine feminine, I'm really talking about a principle, an archetype that's within all of us. So for most of us, we've been taught in the feminine perspective, we've been really trained to disavow the power of femininity, the power of divine femininity. And this is not a conversation about equal rights. Neither is this a conversation about feminism, where we want to, that old conversation was trying to equate the female human being with the male human being. That's not what this conversation is about. This conversation really is lifting up the idea and the philosophy that femininity by itself does not need comparison. Femininity by itself does not need to be forced into masculinity. They are actually different. They are actually complementary and distinct. And so what has happened over time is that the beauty and the prowess of femininity has been forced down. And natural progression in wanting to lift it up, people were struggling and fighting for it to be equal with masculinity. And so now as we evolve collectively as humanity, as beings on the planet, we realize that may not be the necessary route. The necessary route for us is to really acknowledge the feminine, revere the feminine, and allow and just make room. Make room for that divine goddess energy to come through, right? So it's not just about you as an individual goddess. It's about this cosmic energy of divine femininehood that is coming through. And you don't have to believe me on that. And so if we speak to just your own individual self, we're saying that there are times when who you are is so powerful, so anointed, so supernaturally divine, that it creates a space within people where they're just confused. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to deal. They're so in awe that they don't even know how to clap or applaud. And I'll tell you a funny story to bring this home. It was so funny for me when I had my career as a traveling artist, and actually not a starving artist either. And I would perform on stages these really amazing historical pieces of poetry, including drama, theater, and song. And I remember really having this amazing experience of people's applause. And I remember locking in the idea that people's applause validates how great my art is, how great I am, how great my energy is. And so you can imagine when I didn't get applause. There was a time where I did this amazing theatrical piece, which really connected Billie Holiday to, her slave memoir about strange fruit, and really connected it to the shootings of black boys in the Americas, that people really were in awe and in silence after my work. And me being a person that had trained myself to equate the applause, honey, with validation, I didn't know what to do with the silence. And maybe some of you are feeling the same way. You're beginning to start marketing yourself as an attorney, as a different kind of attorney. You're beginning to market yourself as a speaker, as an innovative speaker. You're beginning to market yourself as a best-selling author. You're beginning to market yourself as a minister. And you don't know how to handle the silence. And this is what I will say to you. When I got the feedback from other people about my work, they were so moved by my work. They were so moved by my passion, by my creative energy, by the goddesshood that was present before them, that they could not immediately respond. They could only sit and receive. So my message for you today is that respect makes space for you. And sometimes respect is silent. Sometimes people don't even know how to clap for you. They don't know how to give you applause and stand and revere you, because all they're doing in the very beginning is simply taking you in. Taking you in as a super powerful goddess leader, as a super amazing God entrepreneur who's determined to shake up some stuff and do some stuff completely different than the trajectory of their history, so that their legacy can be unimaginable to their past. And people might just be in your life sitting in awe. Don't take their silence for disrespect. Their respect can actually move them to silence so that they can receive the majesty of who you are. So this is my message for you today, Rising God and Rising Goddess. Understand that when you're standing up in a completely new way, in a new powerful vision of who you are, other people might actually they might actually be inspired. So inspired, so internally touched with the Spirit that they don't have words yet to give you. And I want you to really lift the floor for yourself, your self-image, that you do not depend, like I did, on the applause. You do not depend on the camera and the lights. You do not depend on the fame and the notoriety. That you become so connected with the internal indwelling Spirit that you're prepared to inspire. You're prepared to live in the reality that what you're doing has never been done. Oh, this has been the Goddess Builder. Somebody catch me. I'm on fire. KenyaPope.com.